welcome. I am here to give you a little bit of an update today. I promised everybody that has been in my messages and in my comment sections asking me how I'm doing and what's going on that I promised I would give a little bit of an update, so here I am. Life has been absolutely bonkers. And I feel like the crazier life is, the better you're doing, or the better you're doing, the crazier and harder life tries to take you down. I just feel like that's how it goes. Because every time I feel like things are going fantastic and I'm just growing, it just pours. So things are going good with my arm. My surgery went well. All of the healing is coming along nicely. I don't have any heavy scarring. Just one big piece across here, a little small one on my shoulder right here, and then a little tiny one on my back. I think this one's supposed to lighten up quite a bit. I have achieved full range of motion. I have a little bit of a tiny pinch when I try to reach behind my back way up high, but I can reach normal range of motion. I'm just not as flexible as I was before the surgery. But my doctor guarantees, because he said that he doesn't see any reason why I shouldn't be able to get to full motion. I did my first test haircut yesterday, so I was hoping that would tell me whether I could start cutting hair next week. I've already booked up my entire week because I'm crazy like that. So I have a whole week of clients next week because I've got to start work. I've got to get back to making money and rolling. I'm tired of sitting around. I'm sure that if you've ever had to do anything where you had to heal from something and sit and you weren't able to do all the things you normally do, then you know what I'm talking about. But for now, this is it. I am working on editing a lot of stuff that I have sitting around. I'm having to organize my iPhone inventory because I keep going over in the memory, so it keeps telling me it can't back up, and I have to keep going through stuff so that I can create space, along with doing all of this healing. It is what it is. So last week I found out from my insurance company that they are not covering any more than 20 visits. So I am no longer getting therapy done on my arm. I'm just doing personal therapy at the gym and at home. My therapist told me that he was really confident that I would be capable of doing therapy for myself and taking care of managing my own workouts and my own care from here on out. I did make a self-pay appointment with him for 3 weeks from now because that's when I would normally, or was scheduled to start working on getting out of physical therapy. I think I had about 3 or 4 more weeks left that I was scheduled for, but I'm not going to do a bunch of self-pay appointments because my insurance is silly. It is what it is. But things are going well. My therapist said that he's very happy with my progress and he thinks that I'm going to reach full motion and full strength by the time that I'm done with my therapy. I'm really happy about that. When I did the haircut yesterday, it felt comfortable. I didn't have the same pain that I was feeling before every time I was trying to cut, which was really making me not want to cut hair. So at least we don't have the pain from before, and the pain that we have from after surgery has subsided more and more every single day. And I can't get better news on my arm than that. When it comes to life, though, if you are interested in listening, we have some craziness going on, and it's just a lot. So if you're ever wondering, why there's a stall, why I seem like I'm busy, why I don't have time to do things, you will now know why things have been pretty crazy. So I have quite a few family members that are fighting some things along with me fighting my own thing. My mom has been going through cancer treatments and she's getting there, and there is a lot going on and a lot of information and a lot of details that I'm not going to share because it's not my business. But things are, there's good and bad when you're dealing with cancer, especially really high risk cancer. And that's where she's at. So we're doing the best we can. We're working our way through it. And I've been up to visit her a couple of times to help her with some things. I wish she was closer so that I could spend more time with her. I would love to just be able to fly up there every weekend and go visit and hang out, but that's not really a situation that's possible. But I found out recently that not only my mom, but also my grandfather is fighting cancer. If I am correct, it is throat cancer. But he has a lot of help from other family members of mine that have been driving him back and forth to a lot of his appointments. So I have been able to call and visit and you know, that's been the most of my help that I've been able to provide because I wasn't able to drive for a while, and then jumping back into a full schedule with all of this therapy, sitting and helping with for 10 to 11 hour days in the hospital is not something my schedule would have done. So I'm really happy that other people were able to step in and help with that. But listening and hearing your family members and watching them go through stuff like this is so heavy on the brain. And with my grandfather and my mom, and I found out that my great uncle is fighting cancer as well, but he is choosing not to fight it. He's choosing to just ride out the rest of his time, and that was a lot to take, along with losing someone recently in the past couple of months that was, it was like a father figure in my life to cancer. And then having to put down my dog recently, 15-year-old, my baby, you know, he was my buddy. Cancer. It's just like one after the other. It's a lot. Just if you are feeling anything or you have anything going on in your body that makes you uncomfortable, you should go get it checked. Because a lot of the people in my life who are struggling with these things waited way too long to go to the doctor. And now they have severe illnesses that are in some ways threatening their life and their being and their, if not their actual life, then their way of living. And probably, I would think that maybe going and getting yourself checked a little sooner may have made it a little easier. I'm not a doctor. I don't know anything about that. But I'm telling you because I care that you should take care of yourself and you should get checked out regularly. And go do stuff that's active, that makes you feel good, that makes you happy because you deserve it. So I am feeling better. I'm able to do things now. I'm trying to get my mind right because a lot of this stuff has been very, very heavy on my heart. I'm also in the middle of a little bit of I can't really talk a whole lot about it because my attorney said that he doesn't suggest. And, you know, when you're in the middle of custody situations, you don't want anyone to badmouth anybody. And I usually don't do that anyways. But I wouldn't want to say anything that would negatively affect my ex and my daughter's relationship. So I just try to keep that kind of stuff quiet. But there's some heavy stuff going on in the background right now. So if you're out there wondering how I'm doing, now you know. I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm worn out. And I'm working on trying to recalculate, recorrect, get life back together, and get back to some normalcy. So let's just hope that getting back to the gym is going to keep making me feel better because I feel physically better. And we all know that working out and taking care of yourself helps with your mental health as well because it makes you take care of other things. So I'm hoping that that's going to continue in this case, and we're just going to go up. Let's cross our fingers for healing in a lot of different departments. If you have anyone in your family that is going through any situations like mine, I hope for peace for you guys. You can't always hope for healing and you can't always hope for people to get better, but you can hope for peace and positive thoughts. And that's where I try to go on things. So that is my update. I look forward to making more content soon. I have a lot of outfits that I need to try on that I've received as gifts over the past couple of months, but it's just been too much. So now I am going to start working on a lot of that stuff. So let's hope for some fun costume change videos and a lot more streaming. I would love to get to play more with my equipment and hang out with you guys a little bit more. Just more stuff. I'm just crossing my fingers for that. I hope you have a fantastic day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and all that fantastic stuff that helps with the algorithm because it's important. And this stuff is, it's what makes me money and pays my bills. So we help each other out. Hope you have a great day. Thank you for being here.